Hello everyone, Ryan here. Shut-In. Shut-In stars Naomi Watts as Mary Portman. One day, when her husband takes her stepson to go be, I guess, enrolled in some kind of special boarding school kind of place, or actually I believe could have been something like boarding school / rehabilitation center or something like that, something along those lines for teenagers. So while her husband takes her stepson, and while they're driving, unfortunately they have a bad accident, and her husband dies, and then her stepson is then paralyzed. And from that moment on, he requires constant care. And so she, takes it upon herself to care for him. And at the same time, she also has her own practice, because she's also a child psychologist. And then one day, one of her patients, who is this little boy who's also deaf, he goes missing, and eventually she, for whatever reason, she kind of becomes convinced that he was kidnapped and possibly murdered. And so she becomes convinced that his ghost is haunting her house, and that's pretty much about all I could say without spoiling too much of it. I will say it's interesting. There might have been like one or two scenes that I felt didn't really add much to the overall story, because eventually it gets to this point where Naomi Watts' character, she feels like she's not only is she convinced. First off, for her, it's kind of like either she is being haunted by a ghost, or she's really just going insane, losing her mind. And so, but then she ultimately does find out the exact reason as to what is really going on. And again, I gotta leave it at that because it would spoil way too much, but I gotta say, I wasn't really expecting this kind of plot twist. But it's interesting because I don't believe I've ever seen any other movie with this kind of exact same plot twist. I'm sure there might be a couple other movies out there, but if there are, I haven't seen them. Certainly not this year, not within the past couple of years. And the ending is decent as well. Pretty much sums up everything. And yeah, it's not really a horror movie, but definitely much more of a psychological thriller. I wish I could talk a little bit more about the story. I'm trying to think like what else I could reveal about it that wouldn't give away too much. I guess all I can say is, it's not really what it seemed like. For me, I figured that initially I thought it was just going to be like some typical like haunting kind of thing. Like I thought that, she is just being haunted by some boy's ghost or whatever, but no, it turned out to be something else, and something that makes slightly more sense, I guess. But yeah, overall, I gotta give it 8 out of 10. That's, well, I'm sure a lot of people, because I saw like at least a couple other reviews of this, and yeah, I mean, that not everyone, I guess, really liked this movie. But I thought it was well done. It was well made. The story is interesting, kind of different, so. And Naomi Watts, she does a pretty decent job in this movie, so that's why I give it 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, so. Yeah, there you go. That'll do it for my review of Shut In. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if you feel up to it. And as always, till next time, remember, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.